Why, hi everybody, I'm Ron Chuckett, and welcome to this special Retro Sports Network presentation, a tribute to my dad. I don't mean to get all melancholy, but it's been 2 years today since he passed away. We'll be I'll be telling some stories throughout the next hour and a half or so as we replay a Buffalo Bills game from 1990. Dad was a huge Buffalo Bills fan. I mean, never had season tickets at all, but he was 10 years old when the team played its first season in 1960 and was so delighted and then so upset when they dropped 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s. My dad was an incredible person, and I'm so blessed that he was in my life because he technically was a stepdad of mine. And my mother, finally found someone that she could be married to and be happy with, and it just all worked. It just all worked, and so he was one of the most amazing people I've ever had the privilege to have known, and we had a lot in common. He was a huge sports fan. He wrote for Ski Racing Magazine, which is how I ended up in a certain part of the state that I ended up in because it moved. And his love of family and skiing and writing and golf in a weird sort of way and football all kind of clicked together for him along with cigars and barbecue. So this is a night I really didn't want to be alone, and so we're just going to play some football together. And so forgive me for being maudlin at times, but let's do this. It's the Bills and the Dolphins. It's an exhibition game, so I don't get to choose the week, unfortunately, from 1990. The best Buffalo Bills team, I think, that they had in that run. And Retro Sports Network, the home of champions past, present, and future, brings you this special presentation. No, I don't want to do that. What the hell? Okay, and so here we are. This is Rich Stadium at an undetermined week in 1990. Because unlike the baseball game, you can, which you can choose what day. That's how we did the Merkel's Boner special and the Willie McCovey game. It doesn't let you choose the week. It just gives you the stadium to choose. And oh, you know what? I probably could have done that before. Let's pick more appropriate weather for Buffalo than 64 and sunny, shall we? Because that's not Buffalo weather at all. And if Dale's watching this live, I'll show you the trick. Okay. No, I don't want to do this in September. We're doing this in December, and I'll take that. And I'm going to do computer coaches both defenses. There's no line since these two teams haven't played. The line for Action PC football is only for after a season has started. If you notice, every week one game will have an even line, no matter how bad or good the teams are. Miami will win the toss, and they will get the football first. And of course, it's Dan Marino and Jim Kelly. So it's 39 degrees, it's clear, it's December, it's windy, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Don Shula has been complaining since from the start of the game. And so it'll be Logan, the return man from Miami. Scott Norwood is the kicker. And we'll make no jokes about Scott Norwood tonight unless he has a 47-yarder. So Buffalo's going right to left. Miami's ready, and we are underway in the Hank McKee Bowl. Kick is going to be fielded at the 14-yard line by Logan. He gets across the 20, and he is finally tackled by Carey at the 26. So Miami football will start it from there, their own 26-yard line. We don't need to have the sound that loud, Ron. So you know this guy, Dan Marino. He'll have, oh, I forgot, Tony Page, the blocking back, and Sammy Smith is the regular back. Mark Duper, Mark Clayton are the receivers, and Jim Jensen is the tight end. Mark Dennis is the right tackle. Keith Sims, the right guard. Jeff Ulanaki is the center. Harry Galbraith, the left guard. And Richmond Webb, the Hall of Famer and the best lineman Miami has, is the left tackle. Smith on an off tackle to the left from Marino. First play from scrimmage, and he gets it to the 30-yard line before Ray Bentley makes the stop. Wow. So my dad, if you didn't catch the open, was a huge Buffalo Bills fan. He grew up in western New York, in Fredonia, home of Fredonia State, where the Bills trained. And I'll talk about the time I got to see Bills training camp at some point in the next hour and a half or so. And so he was a Buffalo Bills fan from the start. Wow. I mentioned my dad before people leave. And so this is for him. This was the team. Okay, Dale. This was the team that I thought had the best chance of winning a Super Bowl. Dale, I can show you this real quick. When you set up a game, and both teams are human, click on Computer Coach Both Defenses, and you're all set. Okay, that gets you around there, and that makes sure you can coach both the offenses. All right, 2nd and 6 for the Dolphins. Super on a medium slant. Marino throws over the middle for Duper, has a first down and more across the 40. Nate Odoms with a tackle, a gain of 12. So the Dolphins, who had a good year that year, they were on the downside of Don Shula's reign, and Buffalo, as you know, would go to win 4 straight AFC championships. And Buffalo beating Miami late in the year in December was one of those key games. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. And they're going to go 3 wide with just Page as a running back, right? No. Sammy Smith. Clayton Duper and Jensen. Jim Jensen is the third receiver. And Farrell Edmonds is the tight end. Smith on an off tackle left. And he gets it almost nowhere before Cornelius Bennett makes a tackle. 2nd and 10. The one thing that Buffalo had in spades in those years was defense. Oh, I should probably introduce you to the defense. They played this place they're playing a nickel. It's Leon Seals on the right or left defensive end. Jeff Wright, the defensive tackle. And Bruce Smith, one of the best ever to play, is on the other end. Mark Kelso is one safety. Kirby Jackson is the right corner. Darryl Talley, the right outside linebacker. Shaden Conlon from Penn State, the middle linebacker. Cornelius Bennett on the left side with Nate Odoms. James Williams is the nickelback. And Leonard Smith is the free safety. 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins. Medium slant to Clayton. And there's a flag down.
Start. Offense.
And who moves? Richmond Webb of all people. There you go. Let's get the Hall of Famer to move. So 2nd and 15 for the Fish. Smith on a short flat. And Marino looks, he dumps it off, and it's complete to Jensen. And Kelso will make the tackle after a gain of 5. So it's 3rd and 10 for Miami from their own 42-yard line. So Marino is 2 for 2 for 17 yards, but faces 3rd and long. Medium hitch to Jensen. And he's blitzed. He throws. Jensen has it. It's for a first down inside Buffalo territory. Kelso with a tackle after a gain of 13. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 45. Smith off tackle right. And he gets it across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Kelso's hurt. And he's out for the game. Miami has the win. They're going left to right. And so field goal kicking will be in their favor. In fact, they're actually a 50-50 shot from here, and it would be 53 yards. 2nd and 2. Clayton on a medium fly. Marino is blitzed. He dumps it off to Duper for a first down. Odoms makes the stop after a gain of 5. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Just the start of things here. First quarter in this tribute game. Who's a better quarterback, Dale asks. Kelly or Marino? Well, considering that I'm doing a tribute game to my dad's favorite team, I would have to say Kelly. I would love to have seen Marino, though, with a better running back cast. As far as quarterbacks who have never won a Super Bowl and had multiple chances to actually get into one, I would say Fouts is better than them both. But, Marino was good. Kelly came so close, especially that first year. And Marino, again, I think not his fault. They just never put the places around him to get all that far. Marino, however, in '84 had probably the best year of any quarterback before the turn of the century. I mean, that was the year he had 50 touchdown passes. Is that clear as mud, Dale? Tony Page comes in and he goes off tackle right. Hi, OG, how are you? And Seals will make the tackle after a gain of 2. Leon Seals. And it'll be 2nd and 8 from the Buffalo 30. Jensen, the tight end, on a short slant. And that's deflected. Hagee is the one that gets a piece of it. And he can't hang on. So Jensen gets credit for the drop. 3rd down and 8 for Miami. Farrell Edmonds, the other tight end, on a short cross. How you doing, OG? Marino back to throw. He'll find Edmonds. It's going to be a first down. Miami gets it to the 20-yard line. I kind of wondered who I was going to pit Buffalo against. I really want Buffalo to win this game, which is usually not the case for any game that I do in the conventional replay. But Miami was a team that Buffalo had to get past in order to get to the promised land, because Miami was such a... If Al Red Sox fan comes tonight, he'll tell you, if you had to do anything in the AFC East, you had to get past Miami. Clayton, medium hitch. And Marino throws it, complete to Clayton at the 12. He's going to get a first down. Jackson makes the tackle after a gain of 13. So Kirby Jackson with it. Marino with Zonka and Kickdale. Now that's an interesting combination, because they could run, and that was the one thing that Miami just could not do with Marino. Won Elway 2 Super Bowls. You notice he didn't win until they got some help in the backfield. This is 1990, the first Bills Super Bowl team, and I think, in just my opinion, the best of the 4 Super Bowl teams for the Bills. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Smith on a pitch left. And that gets it to about the 7. No gain. Cornelius Bennett with a tackle. He's already got 3. So Sammy Smith, 4 carries, 12 yards already. And he'll come out for Mark Logan. With Page as a blocking back. Logan will try a pitch to the left on 2nd and goal. And he is fed well behind the line. Ray Bentley makes a tackle at the 11-yard line. So once again, Miami goes to a 3-wide receiver set. Cooper. Medium cross. 3rd and goal. Miami has a wind. It's a 30-mile-an-hour wind. He throws, and it's incomplete. So it'll be a field goal attempt. A long drive. That took 8 minutes and 22 seconds. 14 plays and 63 yards. Marino 6 for 8 for 57. Pete Stoyanovich is the kicker, and I'm surprised he doesn't have a picture. Sekulis, I believe, is the backup quarterback, is the holder, and the snapper is going to be Ulanaki. So Stoyanovich with the win is good. And so with 6:32 to go, 6:29 to go in the first quarter, for the first time, the Buffalo Bills will get the football. And it is Smith who stands back at his 8-yard line. They never know. Oh my God, I'm not sure if they even won a playoff game with Simpson. Stoyanovich boots it in the end zone because he's going with that 30-mile-an-hour wind, and it's a touchback. So Thurman Thomas is your running back. Kenneth Davis is the other running back. Jim Kelly, the quarterback. Andre Reed and James Lofton are your starting wide receivers. Keith McKellar is your tight end. Thomas off tackle right on 1st and 10, and he gets across the 20, and that's about it before Keith Offerdahl makes the tackle, or John Offerdahl. So let's meet the rest of the Bills' offense. Howard Ballard, the left tackle. Jim Richter is the left guard. Kent Hull, 10 center. John Davis, the weak one of the bunch, at right guard. And Will Wolford at right tackle. 2nd and 9. McKellar on a short slant. Metzelaars is their other tight end, and he was pretty good. McKellar has it at the 28. He gets to the 30. Oliver makes the tackle for a first down after a gain of 10. 5:35 to go. Clock running first quarter. 3-0 Dolphins. Thomas on a sweep to the right. Waits for his hole. Gets some room across the 35. Offerdahl makes a tackle after a gain of 6. So 2nd and 4, and it's easy when you can chop up the yardage like that. Andre Reed on a long slant. Kelly has time. Waits. Throws it. Reed has it inside midfield of the 40, 35-30, 25-20. Will they catch him at the 10, 5-6? All the way with Andre Reed. 63 yards, and the Bills are on the board. Let's watch the replay. Kelly always had a good arm, and Reed just kind of got it in stride at the 50, and no one was near him. We never even got the chance to introduce the Miami defense. And so as an extra point, the kick from Norwood is up, and it is blocked by Offerdahl. Well, isn't that special? So with 3:59 to go in the first quarter, it's Buffalo 6, Miami 3 on this Retro Sports Network tribute to my dad. We'll have the kick in a moment. Tony Whitehill is my guest tomorrow on the Ron Chuckett Show, so there's no football. The Ron Chuckett Show, a special Tuesday edition at 1:05-ish or so. Any questions for myself or Tony? Leave them in the comments of the first live video I did, or here, I don't really care, or on Twitter at Ron Chuckett. And Tony and I will discuss them Tuesday at 1 o'clock. All right, so Norwood to kick. He's kicking into this wind, so Miami should get a good return. Logan is the return man. Higgs and Troy Stratford are the short men. And so Norwood gets it away, and it's going to be a short kick. Taken at the 15, 20, 25, 28-yard line before Ray Bentley makes the tackle. 6-3 Buffalo after the extra point was blocked. Tony Page on a short flat. If you got audible out of that, you're in trouble. Page has it as 25, and he gets it to the 30, across the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 6 before Darryl Talley makes the tackle. So 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. They have the win. 39 degrees on this December day, and Don Shula is glad there are no snowplows. Logan on a sweep to the left on 2nd and short, and he gets the first down and more across the 45 before Ray Bentley can knock him down. So 7 carries for the Fishies for 23 yards. And Dale was right earlier. Imagine Zonka and kick with Marino. Well, Marino have only been about 10 there, Dale, but if I remember correctly, he actually had a halfway decent running attack at Pitt. But that's just my 10-year-old memory trying to remember things. Mark Clayton, medium slant, 1st and 10. Marino saw something he didn't like, and so timeout Miami with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Logan on a trap to the right on 1st and 10, and Buffalo will stop him pretty fast. Mark Pike makes the tackle after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 from the Miami 48. Super on a medium hitch. Marino, there's a flag down, throws it away to Clayton.
Illegal contact, defense.
But Nate Odoms made contact with the receiver after 5 yards, and so that's a first down for Miami. With 1:25 to go in the first quarter. This is driving me nuts. No, I can't change the usage. Never thought of that. With the baseball, it's all done automatically, but I have the season. I unzipped it for this one tonight. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins after the flag, 1:25. Ball is on the Buffalo side of the 50 at the 47-yard line. Logan on a sweep to the right. And he gets across the line of scrimmage and more, across the 45, and knock him down at the 42-yard line. Not quite out of bounds. Pike with the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Dolphins from the Bills' 42. Buffalo 6-3. Scott and Andre Reed with a long touchdown pass, and then Miami blocked the extra point. Logan on a screen. Buffalo blitzes. Marino waits. He's going to have to run. This should be an adventure. And Bentley makes the tackle after a gain of 3. Marino was not the fleetest of foot. And after 1 quarter, it is Buffalo 6, Miami 3. This was, and if I had actually been clever enough to actually take my time and do this right, like a week 14, week 15 matchup in Buffalo that pretty much gave the Bills the division. The Buffalo went 13-3 that year. Miami went 12-4. So this Miami team is pretty good. 3rd and short. Sammy Smith, the running back in on 3rd and 2. Off tackle right. And that is going to be, Talley gets in there, and it's short. It's a 1-yard gain. And so now they got a choice to do. They can go for it here on 4th down. They could conceivably kick the field goal into that wind. Stoyanovich has a 1-in-4 chance, essentially. 26% chance of that going 55 yards. So they load it up. Smith on a dive. 2 tight end set. Give to Smith. And it's short. No, Conlon with a tackle. They lose 1. And so with 14-10 to go in the first half, it's Buffalo football. They'll take that. 80,003, the capacity at Ridge Stadium back in 1990, and every seat would have been full. Every seat. Buffalo goes 3 wide for this series, only their second possession of the game. Don Beebe is the third receiver. Medium cross to Reed. Kelly has time. He looks over the middle. He dumps it off to McKellar at the 42. Oliver right there. It's a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 for the Bills. The Bills were a team that kind of threw, they weren't a West Coast offense. They ran a no huddle. Thomas out of the flat as the call. Miami blitzes. Picked up and dropped by Thomas. Flag down.
Interference. Defense. Number 26.
Well, it was dropped because Williams was all over Thomas. And so it's a 1st and 10 with 13 and a half to go in the first half. 6-3 Buffalo. Lofton on a medium slant. Kelly has protection through it, and Lofton wasn't quite there. So 2nd and 10 for the Bills from their own 48-yard line. Thomas on a sweep to the far side. Gets some room across the 50 into Miami territory. Tim McKyer makes the tackle after a gain of 8. I still have yet to introduce the Miami defense. Where are my manners? From right to left, Jeff Cross, Sean Lee, and Carl Wilson are the defensive line. The 3 linebackers, Hugh Green. Nice hair, Hugh. Formerly of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. John Offerdahl and David Griggs are the linebackers. The safeties are Louis Oliver and Jarvis Williams. Tim McKyer and Kerry Glenn are the corners. And the nickelback is J.B. Brown. Actually, sure. 3rd and 2. Thomas. Draft left. And he gets the first down and a little bit more to the 39-yard line where Jarvis Williams will make the tackle. So a fresh set of down from the Bills from the Miami 39. They lead 6-3, under 12 to go in the second quarter. Beebe on a medium slant. Kelly has time. Now he doesn't. In fact, the ball is knocked loose. Wilson makes the sack, but Kelly recovers the fumble. Carl Wilson got a hand in there and knocked the ball loose. And so it's 2nd and 16. So Kelly couldn't get that pass off. He's 3 for 4 today for 77 yards. Thurman Thomas on the dive. 2 setbacks. Thomas gets across the 40. Back hit by Offerdahl. That's a gain of 6. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I mean, I'm here to share some company with you guys on a Monday night. 3rd and long. Beebe back in as the 3rd receiver. Lofton on a short hitch from the Miami 39. He's got it at the 31 and tackled almost immediately by Glenn. It's a gain of 9. It's 4th and 1 from the Miami 30. Harry Glenn. It would be a 47-yard kick for Norwood. Where have we heard that one before? But we're going to go for it. Thomas. Sweep right. And was that the right call? Yes, it was. He's got a first down to the 25-yard line. Carl Wilson with the tackle. And a fresh set of downs from the Miami 25. 6 carries for Thomas for 31 yards. And we'll go under 9 minutes to go in the half. BB on a medium slant. Kelly rushed. He looks around. He throws over the middle, and there's no one around. That's Wilson limping off. And Turner will replace him at defensive end, and his return is doubtful. So 2nd and 10 for the Bills. Don Smith comes in as we go to a passing set. Short flat to Smith from the Miami 25. 2nd and 10. Kelly can't find him. And so it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Bills. Yeah, poor Norwood. Absolutely right, Fanatic. Wasn't his fault. I mean, a 47-yarder is never a gimme, especially on grass. I mean, Buffalo played on turf. New England was a turf team. The Colts were a turf team. The Jets were a turf team. The only divisional opponent they played on grass was Miami. They played the NFC East that year. The Giants, I think the only grass team in the East were the Cardinals and the Redskins, and I'm not sure they even played any of those places. If they played at home against them, they would have been on the turf. So that was just not a gimme. You can't blame them for that. 3rd and 10 from the Miami 25. 8:50 to go. Keller. Medium cross. Kelly flushed. He's going to get sacked from behind by Williams, and it's a loss of 7. And so, again, now you got it from 49 yards. You're not going to go for it on 4th and 17. And so out comes Norwood. But with this Buffalo wind of 20-30, it's as good of a chance as he's going to get. Flip a coin. 8:41, clock running. Frank Reich, the backup quarterback, is your holder. And Hall, the all-pro center, is the snapper. Norwood, good snap, good hold. The kick is up. It's drifting. Good. So he hits it from 49. Linger, by the way, was the long snapper, not Hall. And with 7:58 to go in the first half, it's Buffalo 9, Miami 3. And at the half, instead of just going right through, if you got any questions about me and my dad or anything, I'll answer them on camera for you, because this is really a remembrance of him and his love for the Buffalo Bills. Norwood will kick it off to Logan. Into the wind, Miami is. So this will be, this will probably not be returned. And Norwood gets a foot on it. Not a great kick, to be honest. Logan's going to actually get this at the 6, to the 20, to the 30-yard line before Monger makes the tackle. But guess what? It's coming back. So Miami starts this possession on their own 14-yard line. 7:52 to go in the half. 2 long possessions for the Fishies, but they only had 3 points to show for it. Smith on a sweep to the left. Across the 15 to the 18-yard line. Ray Bentley with a tackle. A gain of 4. Also, if you can think of any questions for my buddy Tony Whitehill for tomorrow, let me know, and I might actually be clever enough to write them down. 2nd and 6. Clayton and Duper, the wide receivers. Jensen, the tight end. Page, the blocking back. We can go 5 wide. I'm not going to do that yet. Clayton on a medium hitch on 2nd and 6. Marino back to throw, and Clayton has it for a first down. He gets across the 30 before Jackson makes the tackle after a gain of 13. So Kirby Jackson on the stop, and with the clock running, Miami gets a fresh set from their own 31. They trail 9-3 halfway through the second quarter. Smith on a trap right. Miami just couldn't run the ball, and he gets it to the 35. It's a gain of 3 before Darryl Talley makes the tackle. Really, it was that Buffalo defense that was so special. They stayed together all those years, and, by the end of that run, 92-93, they had just played so much extra football, You know, it's three games to make the Super Bowl, or with a Super Bowl, and you lose, so your off season's short. You're shuffled off everywhere during the off season. I'm sure they got a Hall of Fame game in there somewhere. And by the time that they played the Cowboys in those two Super Bowls in 92, 93, they were just a tired ball club. 2nd and 7. Long hitch to Duper. Marino back to throw. He's under duress. He throws. Duper has it. Buffalo territory. 45, 43-yard line. Odoms makes the stop after a gain of 3. So Duper has 3 catches for 40 yards. Marino 9 of 11 for 99 here in the first half. Under 5 to go. Smith off tackle to the left. And Bentley read that one immediately. Buffalo plays a base 3-4. Talley and Bennett on the outside. Conlon and Bentley on the inside. 2nd and long for the Fish. Jensen moves out to wide receiver. Farrell Edmonds comes in as the tight end. Short slant to Edmonds on 2nd and 11. Buffalo blitzes. Marino throws. Incomplete. It was Bennett on the blitz. And Miami couldn't do much with it. 3rd and 11. 4:11 to go in the half. And they are in a position where if they don't make it, they're going to have to punt. Duper. Medium slant. Marino back again. Has time. Has Duper for a first down at the 30-yard line. Odoms with a tackle. A gain of 15. That's Williams, the defensive back for Buffalo, who's hurt. Carey's the one that comes in, not Drew. Richard Carey. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bills for the Dolphins from the Buffalo 29. Clock stopped at 3:59. Smith out of the backfield by himself. Trap right does not work. It's a loss of 1, and Williams is back in as a defensive back. The cat has joined me on camera. You can't. I'll put that up for a second. I have deeply wounded her spirit to be on camera this late at night, and she's going to walk all over the computer. Hope you enjoyed seeing the cat's butt. Back to the game. Reached for comment on Al's shooting of pottery yesterday. She refused to comment. Troy Stratford comes in the game. 2nd and 11, his first appearance. And Marino's going to try to find him in the short flat on 2nd and 11. He's got that at the 33. Gets across the 30 to the 25 of Buffalo. Close to a first down. Talley makes the tackle after a gain of 9. That's the 4th for Darrell. And so it's 3rd and 2 for Miami from the Bills 21. 2 running back set. Stratford will sweep it to the right on 3rd and short. First down and more across the 15 to the 10 before Conlon makes the tackle after a gain of 11. Somehow, I've run the ball for Miami more than I've thrown it. So we'll go to the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal for Miami. They trail 9-3. Clayton on a short cross. He throws. Clayton has it, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Ooh. So with 1:48, we have a tie game. Marino, 11 plays, 86 yards. I've talked up the Buffalo defense. Miami's had it 3 times, and they've scored twice. Stoyanovich, the extra point is up. The extra point is good. And so with 1:48 to go in the half, it is Miami 10, Buffalo 9. And so Stoyanovich will kick this into the wind. Smith, the return man for Buffalo, Edwards and Beebe are the short men. This should be take a good field position. Kick is taken at the 6 to the 15, 20, 25, 27-yard line before Collins makes the tackle. That's Don Smith. And so with 1:40 left, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bills from their own 27-yard line. Don Smith, short pass in the flat. Kelly has all 3 timeouts. Flag is down. Caught by Smith. He can't really get anywhere. He gets to the 25. It's a loss of 2.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 77.
But
5-yard
it won't
penalty.
matter. Wilson gets called for the encroachment, so it'll be 1st and 5 from the Bills from their own 32. McKellar on a short slant. Miami's coming. Kelly waits. Can't find McKellar. 2nd and 5, 1:33 to go. Beebe on a short hitch. Kelly back to throw. Complete to Beebe for a 1st down across the Buffalo 40. Brown makes the tackle after a gain of 10. And they go hurry up. 1st and 10. They have the win, so if they can get across midfield, you let Norwood try it. Reed on a medium fly. Nope. Screen to Smith on the audible. Kelly, let's see if he reads that one right. Dumps it down, and it's incomplete. Smith dropped it. 55 seconds to go. Back comes Thurman Thomas on 2nd and 10. Long slant to Reed. Kelly runs right, looking, dumping to Beebe at the 48-yard line to gain a 7. They'll spot it at the 49. Screen to Thomas. They work out of the hurry-up. From the Buffalo 49, Kelly. Thomas has it at the 45. He gets it across the 50 into Miami territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the Miami 44, and Buffalo will call their 1st timeout. So not quite in field goal range yet, but almost. Lofton on a medium hitch. Miami blitzes. Kelly picks it up. He waits. He throws. Oliver intercepts it. No return there. Louis Oliver. Kelly was going to the tight end McKellar instead, and Oliver picked it off. That's not what you want to have happen. So 17 seconds to go in the half. And Marino will kneel. And that will be the end of the 1st half. Buffalo will get the football in a moment, but first, a few words from me. It is Miami 10, Buffalo 9. You know, my dad would tell you that it was never easy to win. And trying to find a team, I mean, I could have cheated and played the 90 Patriots, but where the hell's the sport in that? I mean, the Patriots were 1-15 and all that. This was the one Buffalo team that I think of the 4 had the best chance, and which is why I picked them. And I also think that the Giants were pretty clever in how they beat them in that Super Bowl. They just held it for 40 minutes, which is kind of what Miami's doing in this game. If Buffalo loses, my dad would laugh. If Buffalo wins, my dad would have laughed. My dad would have also drank in a 6-pack of Molson Golden at this point, because that's what he did. But he was always very happy. And that's where I get a lot of that from. All right, enough modeling this. Keep those questions coming if you got them. We go to the 2nd half. It's Buffalo football. And they're going to, I don't think they're going to have to win this half. Or this court. Would you stop with the wrong buttons? So Stoyanovich is ready. Smith stands at his 8-yard line. Buffalo, I believe, has the wind. Kick is taken at the 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's a 31-yard return. Glenn with the tackle. It's a 1-point game, 10-9 Miami as we start the second half. First possession for the Bills. Off tackle left to Kenneth Davis. And he gets it to the 39-yard line before Jeff Cross makes the tackle. 2nd and 6. Buffalo ran it 6 times in the first half and threw it 13. Miami rushed it 18 and threw it 15. Thomas on a sweep to the left. 2nd and 6. Finds the corner and can't get any play. Wolford is the blob you see coming out. His return is doubtful, and Parker is the new right tackle. Glenn Parker, and he's only at 4. So 3rd and 6 for the Bills. Lofton on a short slant. Kelly under pressure. Finds Reed at near midfield. McKiner with a tackle. It's a gain of 10, so that's Andre's second catch. And Buffalo gets a fresh set from their own 49. Thomas, a short pass in the flat. Kelly finds him at the 45. Across midfield inside the 40. First down. Oliver, but Thomas is hurt. Kelly was hurt. Kelly's for... Oh, no, Kelly's gone. So Frank Wright, who engineered maybe the greatest quarter comebacks in both college and professional history. At the University of Maryland, it was Reich who was down 31 points and came back to win. I forgot who they beat. In the 93 wild card game at Buffalo, they played Houston. The Oilers, not the Texans, were down at 1 point, 35-3, and Reich brought them all the way back. So, not what I wanted to have happen, but that's what... It's the Bills. Everything can happen. 13:08 to go. So Kelly's done. 9 for 15 for 133. Reich actually finished the regular season as quarterback. They played a game against the Giants, one of those Saturday afternoon specials. And both Kelly was hurt before the game, and Phil Simms was hurt during the game. And it was Jeff Hostetler who took over for Simms, and it was Hostetler who won that Super Bowl for the Giants. What did I have for breakfast this morning? I think I had a bagel. Thomas on a sweep left, 1st and 10 from the Dolphin 38. Gets nothing, and we'll have to like it. Odom knocks him down. Clock running. Second tackle for Odom. Thomas, 8 carries for 31 yards. Lofton on a medium slant. Yeah, Reich won't audible out of it. Miami gives him all day to throw, and Lofton has it for a first down at the 27-yard line. Spotted at the 26, J.B. Brown with a tackle. They had Lofton doubled, and he made the catch anyway. So clock running, 1st and 10 from the Miami 26. McKellar on a short slant. Reich will scramble to the 20 line of scrimmage. It's a 1-yard gain. It'll be David Griggs on the tackle. And so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Bills. They're already in field goal range for Norwood. Sweep right for Thomas. Nope, Miami's going to blitz. Screen to Kenneth Davis. Reich audibles. Throws it. Yep. Davis has it at the 30 to the 20. He's got a first down or more to the 10. McKiner saves a touchdown by knocking him down at the 9-yard line. So Davis 16 yards on that catch. 1st and goal for the Bills from the Miami 9. 10-9 Dolphins. First drive of the second half. McKellar on a short slant. Reich will throw it. Complete to McKellar at the 5, and he scores. He waltzes in the end zone. So a 9-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills go up 15-10. Norwood gets the extra point, and it's 16-10. 9:54 to go. Third quarter. Don't be shy in the chat. I do want to hear from you tonight. It's the Bills 16, the Dolphins 10 on Retro Sports Network. And I'm taking a drink. So it'll be Logan on the return. Buffalo is kicking with the wind. Good luck, Miami. They will return it 2 yards deep. Logan. Five. Oh, that's a terrible return. 80,000 Rise is one as Carey makes the tackle at the 8-yard line. And so Marino starts in the shadow of his own end zone going into a brisk 25, 30-mile-an-hour wind on this December day. 39 degrees and clear. I kind of wanted snow, but I didn't make that happen. Stratford and Page, the running backs, Clayton and Duper, the wide receivers, Jensen, the tight end. Marino 12 for 15 in the first half for 133. Medium slant to Duper on 1st and 10. Marino from his end zone looks, finds Duper for a first down. Flag down.
Holding offense.
Oh.
Number 62.
Galbraith. Bad boy. With the hold, the left guard. Harry Galbraith. And it's 1st and 14 for the Dolphins from their own 4. 2 tight ends set for Stratford in Page. Off tackle left for Stratford to the 5, and he won't get to the 10 before Heggie makes the tackle at the 9-yard line. So 2nd and 9 for the Fishies. 9 and with the minutes to go, the clock running. Sammy Smith comes back in, 2nd and 9. And he'll go off tackle right. And he gets across the 10 before Cornelius Bennett knocks him down at the 13. So 3rd and 5 for the Dolphins, almost halfway through the third quarter. Bennett with the tackle, that's his 4th. Hey, Al, how are you? Clayton on a medium cross. Marino to throw it, and Talley gets a hand on it, incomplete. So the Dolphins are finally subdued. They'll punt for the first time. Just long possession after long possession. And Reggie Roby will punt into this wind. He stands in his own end zone. Edwards back at his 40 through 45 will field it. Good field position. To the Buffalo 45. 40. It's a short field as Oglesby makes the tackle after a gain of 9. So it'll be Frank Reich leading out the Bills here from the Miami 39. 8 minutes to go. Third quarter. Bills 16, Dolphins 10 on this RSN special presentation. Reich to read on a medium slant. Reich will roll to the right, and he dumps it down incomplete. He was sacked. Somehow had the wherewithal to get rid of the football. Miami blitzed 2 and was all over Thurman Thomas like white on rice, and Reich got out of it somehow. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Miami 39. Buffalo is with the wind, but they're not in Norwood range yet. Thomas off tackle right this time on 2nd down. And Miami had that sniffed out. No gain. Offerdahl with the tackle. John Davis, the right guard, could not make the block. And so 3 wide. Don Beebe in the backfield. Keller stays in the game. Reed on a medium cross. Reich has to run. Can't get back to the line. Griggs with a sack, and it's a loss of 3. So the Dolphins defense comes up big, and Buffalo will have to punt from the Miami 42. Actually, it's going to be a quick kick from Reich. And I lost it. I don't know what the hell happened. Griggs forces a fumble. Oh, the snap went high over Reich's head. Come on, Don Beebe. And so it's fumbled. And Miami recovers at the 48. So much for that. With the win, you just didn't want to give up the touchback, but instead the Dolphins have a short field, only 48 yards. That's not what we wanted. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Marino 12 for 16 for 133. I smell one play drive. Duper on a bomb. Marino waiting, dumps it down to Tony Page. He gets it complete. Tally with the tackle. It's a gain of 4. It won't be a one-play drive, but it will be 2nd and 6. 5th tackle for Kelly. Tally, I mean. And Page on a screen on the audible. Marino will throw it instead of giving it to Sammy Smith. Good call. Page has it at midfield. He gets across the 45 to the 40. Tally makes a tackle after a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the squishy little fishies from the Buffalo 39. Smith on a fullback dive, trying to give Miami 4 downs, and they do get a fresh set as Leon Seals makes a tackle at the 37. 16-10 Buffalo. 4 minutes in the clock running. Miami has it on the Bills' 37. Jensen on a short slant. Marino is blitzed, and Tally will knock him down for a loss of 6, and Jensen's coming out for about 10 plays. So the Bills' defense finally gets to Marino. Dale asked a while ago, I don't know if Dale is still with us, if I would take Marino or Kelly. One of the things that Marino did so well was he got rid of the ball so fast. He was almost impossible to sack, but he was not very mobile. It's kind of like one of those old John Wooden sayings, quick but don't hurry. 2nd and 16. And Miami goes 4 wide, no tight end. Fred Banks comes in as the 3rd receiver. And we'll try a medium hitch out to him from the Buffalo 43. Again, they blitz. This time, Banks has it at the 35. He runs for daylight. Hagee makes a tackle after a gain of 11. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for Miami from the Buffalo 32. Here's the big difference between 70s kickers and 90s kickers. Miami's kicking into this hellacious wind, but Stoyanovich already has a 61% chance of making it. No setbacks. Medium crossed at the tight end Emmons. 4 wide. Marino looking. Hanging on a piece of it, but he can't make the interception. So with 3:09 to go, they bring out Stoyanovich for a 49-yarder into a 20 to 30 mile an hour wind. There is snow in the stands, and some people are trying to chuck snowballs down so that Stoyanovich will have to kick it with there. Don Shula just gives 80,000 people the stink eye. It'll be Sekules, I believe, the backup quarterback, the snapper, or the holder, and Ulanaki will snap it. Stoyanovich gets it away. It's drifting left, but is it good? No. It was a low snap. And Stoyanovich got it there, but he missed it left. So with 3:03 to go, where's John Smith when you need him? I'm telling you, when you watch the football through that area, it just didn't occur to you, but now it's just so obvious. So Frank Reich, with 3:03 to go, 16-10 Buffalo. Thurman Thomas on a sweep to the left. Gets room, 35-40. Offerdahl makes the tackle. They got a first down on it, but it's a gain of 10. So Jim Richter, the left guard, rips open the hole. Reich, by the way, if you're wondering, since coming in for Kelly, 3 for 4 for 37 yards and a score. From the Buffalo 42, 1st and 10. Lofton on a medium cross. Reich rolls to his right, throws across the body, and now Hall is hurt. He says, I'm fine. Not sure. I think he got his hand stepped on by somebody. Looking at the replay, watch the 10 there for the Bills. You know what? I think his own player stepped on his hand. Clock is stopped with 2:12 to go in the third. 2nd and 10. Davis off tackle right. And, nowhere. They stood him right up. Jensen available for Miami. Hugh Green makes the tackle. And with the clock running under 2 minutes, it's 3rd and 9 for the Bills. 4 wide receivers, Don Beebe and Steve Tasker, join Reed and Lofton. Thomas in the backfield. Short hitch to Beebe on 3rd and 9. Quick throw. Beebe has it, but he won't get the first down. It's a gain of 7. Brown with a tackle, and Buffalo will punt with 1:25. This is kind of turning into a chess match, guys. Rick Tootin will punt. And he's going to punt this, a sideline punt. Remember, Reich tried to do one of those Poochie things. It didn't work. I'll answer your question in a second, OG. Punt goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. So, yeah, technically it can. I've never done it. Al and I have talked about doing one. But, yes, you can use all the action PC games you can play over the net. I don't know if you need Hamachi for this or not. You can't. That's how you do it with 2nd and 10. But yes, technically, all the games are set up for it. But I've never done it before. Never done it before. If someone wants to be a guinea pig, I'd be happy. Won't be tonight, obviously, but I'd be happy to do that, or at least try it. I know there were some 2nd and 10 online leagues, but I will never. Don't look at the camera because you can't see that. I will never do it again. It would be cool to do with some buddies. I think as long as you have the same season files, I think that's all that matters. I'm not sure that field or anything like that will do. 42 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Miami ball from their own 8. Tony Page in a short flat from Marino. Stands on his end zone. Looks. He finds Page at the 5. Flag is down. He gets to the 10. Tally makes a tackle of 12.
Defense.
And the Bills are offside.
5-yard penalty.
And so Miami's going to take 1st and 5 over 2nd and 6 any day. So that play doesn't count. 32 seconds to go. Duper on a medium slant. Marino waiting. He throws. Duper has it at the 25. It's a first down. Odoms makes the tackle. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll start the 4th and last quarter from the Miami 27. The Bills 16. The Dolphins 10. And at this point, my dad would be chewing his nails and all that. Okay, so 4th quarter. Miami can't run the football. They're completely dependent on the arm of Marino, and they only need a touchdown. Jim Kelly was hurt in the first series of the 3rd quarter, which is why Frank Reich is as quarterback for Buffalo. So 1st and 10 as we start this final quarter. Smith on a trap. Smith on the screen. Marino audibles again. Buffalo blitzes. Smith has it at the 20. He gets to the line of scrimmage and more. It's a first down. Bennett makes a tackle after a gain of 11, and they pick up the flag you didn't see. So Miami, little dinks and dunks is what's doing it for Marino, and they'll have a fresh set from their own 38. Smith on a pitch to the left. Far side to the 40. Bentley with a tackle at the 41. It's a gain of 3. That's the 9th tackle for Ray Bentley on the game. Last quarter, 14 minutes to go, clock running. A reminder, the Ron Juckett Show will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, so the football game will be moved to Wednesday, and Tony Whitehill and I will chat about 1 o'clock about Vermont high school football and Tony's remarkable career. He's had a remarkable career for this part of the country. 2nd and 7. Jensen on a medium hitch. Marino waits. He's waiting. He checks it down to Page, who drops it. So even though Buffalo was playing a 3-4 run, it was enough to keep them off kilter, the Dolphins off kilter, and it'll be 3rd and long. And so Jensen moves to the 3rd wide receiver slot. Edmonds. Short slant to the tight end. 3rd down. Buffalo. Kitchen sink blitz. Marino throws. Edmonds has it for a first down. He crosses midfield into Buffalo territory. Williams makes a tackle at the 44. No, Action PC games are not on Steam. Shop.dksports.com. I'm not sure if anything similar to this. I'm sure when Front Office Football comes out, that'll be on Steam. But no, this is not on Steam. It's a download, though, from Dave Cocker, Cook Sports. So shop.dksports.com. 1st and 10 from the Bills' 44. Dolphins have it 1st and 10. Smith with 3 running wide receivers gets it on a trap to the left. He gets it to the 40 before Bruce Smith. That's the first tackle he's made. And I've been waiting for this story for a while. And I'm going to go on camera to tell it. You know, every family has that vacation that you remember forever. Well, mine was in the summer of 85. We went, my mom and dad were a new couple then. And so we went out to meet his folks out in Western New York. Wonderful people. It's kind of sad that everyone's kind of gone now. It's my mother and his brother, my uncle, and my uncle's ex-wife are the only 3 from anyone that wasn't a kid that is still there from that. So at his parents' house in downtown Fredonia, New York, if you went through the backyard, you could get to Buffalo Bills training camp. We went in July, and then they trained at Fredonia State University. And so this was the 85 season, and Buffalo was terrible. 2-14 Europe coming, and Vince Ferragamo was their quarterback. And so we're walking through the parking lot to get to where they actually trained. And you see this beat-up, ratty truck with the Virginia plate. And my dad's going, I wonder if that's that kid Smith that they drafted. Yeah. And I was excited. And so we watched practice, and sure enough, that was Bruce Smith, who was their first-round pick's ratty pickup, and we got to see it. And so, yeah, that was quite cool. That's the only training camp I ever went to, and the Bills end up moving to Rochester for training camp, and now most teams just do it at their own facility nearby. But yeah, we got to spend a hot, sticky, early August afternoon watching the 85 Bills sweat their buns off, and it was wonderful. Maybe not for the Bills, but that was kind of cool to see. All right, back to the game. So 2nd and 5 for the Bills. 12:26 to go in the football game. Dolphins trailing 16-10. Jensen on a short hitch. Marino to throw it. Finds Jensen for a first down, but Hagee makes an immediate tackle after a gain of 7. Spot that ball on the Buffalo 32. And Marino is now 19 of 25 for 200. Edmonds on a medium slant. Buffalo blitzes. Marino again. He's got time. And he overthrows Edmonds. Bennett on a delayed blitz. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock stops with 11:07 to go. So Tony Page comes back in the game. Jensen goes back to tight end. And Sammy's getting a pitch to the left. And he gets it at the 35. He gets it to the 32, right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So Ray Bentley has made 10 tackles today. Third and long for Miami. Another long drive. 10 plays, 60 yards. You can't tell I play 70s football too much. Everything's just a grind. They are in field goal range with the wind, and so Stoyanovich says, oh, yeah, I can hit from here. It would be 49 yards if they cannot get any further. Clayton. Medium hitch. Marino to throw it. Marino waits. Marino finds Clayton. He's got a first down. He's inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12. He's at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. And again, Miami is doing this the same way that the Giants beat the Bills. Keep away, keep away, keep away, keep away. Page on a pitch to the left. In the 20, 15-yard line, Bentley with another tackle. It's a gain of 6. 11 tackles for Bentley. 2nd and 4 for Miami from the Buffalo 14. 9 and change to go in the 4th quarter. Duper. Short slant. Duper. Marino looking, dumps it down to Smith to the first down of the 10. He gets it inside the 8. They'll stop him at the 6. And Marino, 21 of 28 for 220. 1st and goal for the Dolphins from the Buffalo 6. And remember, no Jim Kelly. I lost my chat too. Hopefully you're still with me there. 16-10, Bills lead. Mark Logan comes in on 1st and goal. Off tackle right. And Bennett makes the tackle at the 2-yard line. So it's a gain of 4. 2 tight end set. Logan and Page. Jensen and Edwards are the blockers. Page on a trap to the left. And he gets it in. Conlon stops him short. That ball is on the goal line. There might be a blade or two of that aqua green plastic crap between the nose of the football and the goal line, but it is so short. Maybe 3 inches. You might be able to sneak in a football card before it hits the goal line. Unbelievably close. So it's 3rd and goal from the 1 in maybe 3 inches. Marino. No, I'm not calling his number. Wow. Logan. On a dive. Waits. Got it. That's 6. Wolford available for Buffalo, and this game with 6:34 to go was tied. Can someone put something in the chat so I can... Oh, you know what? I shut off the chat. Are you kidding me? All right, hold on 1 second. Please stand by. We have technical difficulties. Somehow, I shut off the chat. I honestly have no idea how in the world I did that. So, why are we... Something weird happened. All right. So, hold on 1 second. Can you still hear me? Okay. 1 second. 1 second. One second. All right. 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 You know the saying, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all? We're having one of those games. All right. So I got the chat back up. It's no longer on the screen. Extra point is coming. So Miami, if Stoyanovich can make this, they took 9:02 off the clock in 15 minutes. In 15 plays. And so Stoyanovich is barely good. That drifted to the right. So 6:34. And so Buffalo will get it. They will go into the win. I'm not sure they're going to return this. Don Smith is back to return it. 6:34, 1 point game. And Buffalo will take it at their own 20. Well, you know, I lost my chat on the screen all of a sudden. I don't usually have YouTube open when I do the football. But for this, when I told that story and came back, I didn't have any chat. And so, yes, I end up having to loop it because it's a Monday. All right, from the 20-yard line. Thomas and Davis are behind Reich. 17-16 Miami. And Buffalo, if they would have lost this game in real life, would have gone to the wild card game. Excuse me. Then the Dolphins could have lost to the Giants. Now it would have felt a lot better. Lofton on a medium slant. Reich throws, and that is fumbled by Lee. Lee makes a sack and a fumble. They lose 8. Richter makes the recovery, and that's what I ended up doing, Al. I was muted on the PC. 2nd and 18. Miami has outgained Buffalo 293 to 190. Thomas on the fullback dive. from the 12-yard line, gets to the 20. It's a great run, 25. Williams makes the tackle after a gain of 16, so it's 3rd and 2. And so they got most of that back. 11 carries for Thomas for 57 yards. So 3rd and 2, 5 minutes to go. Thomas will get this one in the flat from Reich. He waits. He's got it. Now can he get the first down? Yes, he does. Across the 30, 35, 40. Offerdahl with a tackle. It's a gain of 15. And so Buffalo driving under 4.5 to go from their own 43. Lofton on a medium slant. Miami blitzes. Right, waits, throws. Lofton has it. First down into Miami territory. 35-yard line. Oliver, a gain of 25. They'll spot it at the 32. So Buffalo, who had been bottled up most of the game, 4 plays, 48 yards. Thomas, pitch to the far side from the 32. Gets a block across the 30. Briggs makes a tackle at the 25. Under 3 minutes to go. They're certainly within field goal range for Norwood. Maybe. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. Davis. Sweep to the right. From the 25. Gets the block. First down and more inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Buffalo will take it right down to the 2-minute warning. How about that? Well, we got an exciting one for you, Dad. 2 to go. It's Miami 17, Buffalo 16 from the Miami 18-yard line. They do not need a touchdown, but they need Scott Norwood to kick a field goal. Yes, I hear crickets. Thomas, short pass in the flat. Right. Throws. It's dropped by nobody. Cross-tipped it, the defensive end. So Reich is now 6-9 for 84 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the... No, my cat is viciously attacking me. Please witness this viciousness of this cat. Someone mentioned the word pottery and cats, and this is the look I get. Just putting this out there, the looks I get from my loving cat Emily. You can lay on my legs. You know what to do. Okay? You now have a witness about my kid. She's poking me in the butt. Would you just lay on my legs? You know what to do. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Miami 18. Thomas, Davis, Reed, Lofton, and McKellar. The specialty backs as my cat decides that she's trying to kill me. Just lay down. Reed on a medium cross. Right, looking, throws. Reed has it for a first down. Reed got a touchdown. Touchdown, Buffalo. 1:47 to go. And the Bills are up 22-17. There's no 2-point conversion. It's going to be a kick. Norwood, yeah, lay down. Hits it. 23-17. So with 1:47. Al says, who knew Emily was a Dolphins fan? Emily is a fan of whatever gets me to lay on my side to cuddle. Reich is 7 for 10, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns in relief of Jim Kelly. And so Dan Marino, the good news is they have the win. The bad news for them is they need 6. A field goal won't help. A touchdown probably wins the game. Kick is taken by an upman at the 10 to the 30. Not good. To the 34-yard line.
Illegal block.
Oh, it's coming back.
Team, 10-yard penalty.
McKyer makes the block. Illegal block, and so the Dolphins have to go 90 yards in 1:40. 4 wide. Logan is the running back. Oops, no, I don't want to watch that on replay. You know, I do this. I do this 3 or 4 times a week, and I've not had one as full of foobar as I've had tonight. Tony Page is what I want back there. Actually, I want Troy Stratford. So Stratford is the lone setback. And he's going to go out on the wing. So it's essentially 5 receivers for Miami. A medium slanted Stratford. Miami has all 3 timeouts. Marino has time deflected by Smith, and it's incomplete. An 80,003 roar. One more story, if I may, about this stadium. It was named Rich. There is no Mr. Rich. I mean, Richie was a cartoon character. So it was named after Rich Foods, a freezer company. My grandmother, for my natural father, my grandmother sold foods. It was a catalog for Rich Foods. They'd have a party, and you'd bring her, she'd bring around the hors d'oeuvres and whatever, and if you liked it, you bought it. You bought the foods, and you stacked them in your freezer, like sliced turkey, and they must have had ice cream. Schwann's had ice cream. And so it was named kind of like Schaefer Field in Foxborough. They were named after companies. It was the first real wave of corporate stadium sponsorships. And the other reason why I bring it up, if you look between the hash marks there, you can't see it because it's flat, but the crown there, because it's always been a AstroTurf stadium in Orchard Park. For drainage, it was horrible, the crownage. You could literally, not see the knees of your receivers on the far side. Short hits to Jensen on 2nd and 10. Marino finds Jensen. Will he get anywhere? He's going to not make the first down. Hagee makes a tackle. It's a gain of 7. Miami's in a hurry up. They got to do the head out of bounds thing. 3rd and 3. Stratford on a short flat. Just get it out of bounds. They have plenty of time. He's got flagged down, and Talley got there early.
Number 56,
and so Miami gets a 5-yard gift.
Automatic first down.
And that's only the 3rd penalty on the Bills today for 15 yards. Yes, Emily. Oh, we didn't like that. So, same formation. Clock stopped at minute 13. Clayton on a medium cross. Everyone goes. Marino waiting, throws it down to Stratford at the 25. He can't get out of bounds. Talley makes a tackle after a gain of 4. Minute 2 to go. Miami 74 yards from a win. Screen to Stratford. 2nd and 6. He waits, he throws, incomplete. Talley was there. And it'll be 4th down and only 35 seconds left. They took way too much time on that play. Jensen on a medium hitch. 3rd down. Buffalo blitzes. Incomplete. And it's 4th and ball game here. Clayton on a medium slant. Marino has time. He's got people. He's got Clayton for a first down. Timeout coming right away. "21 seconds left. The ball is at the 33. 23-17 Buffalo. Medium fly to Jensen. Marino waiting. Has Jensen at the 40. Hagee makes the tackle. Timeout. 11 seconds left. They're taking too much time to get set up to throw plays. So at most 2 plays here. Clayton on a medium out. They have one timeout left. Marino waits. He gets it down to Stratford, who is tackled out of bounds. The first down is there. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left at the Miami 43. We can't do a Hail Mary, and it's not long enough. Super on a long slant and go. This is the ball game, folks. Marino looking, throws it, and Odoms deflects it. The Bills hang on to win. And breathe. All Miami. They really, all Miami. I'll leave that up there for a minute. Buffalo fumbled it 3 times. Miami knocked Jim Kelly out of the game. Reich 7 and 10 in relief. Had a good game and threw the 2 touchdown passes. Marino 26 for 37 for 248. And I want to get on camera before we go. All right, so that is it. I think, am I on myself now? That is it. And so he'd be proud. He'd been proud if they lost 40-0, because that's just the type of guy he was. So yeah, so my dad's been gone 2 years today, and in this small way, I mean, there are no skiing games, or else we would have done that. I just wanted, we shared plenty of Sunday, especially in the early 90s, watching the Bills, watching them try to break over the hurdle of a championship and just not doing it. The Super Bowls against Dallas, when he was bobbed at the half because they were gone. They were gone. The shovel pass against Atlanta and that last Super Bowl, I think, was the last straw. He was also a Cleveland Brown fan because they were around when he was a little kid. And so he loved Jim Brown. He loved O.J. Simpson. He loved Thurman Thomas. He loved his family. He loved his wife. He loved his work. He loved everything about his life for the most part. He was a happy guy. He had some issues, but then again, don't we all? And he died much too young. He died at 66. He and I shared a birthday. He'd have been 67. He'd be an age he'd be tickled with. He'd love to be 69. He'd have a lot of fun with that number if he was still with us on the 26th when his birthday rolls around again. So, I hope I gave you a little slice of what my dad meant to me and what the Bills meant to him. And he would have been thrilled with that. And he wanted that championship more than anything. And I wish he got the chance to see it because it really would have meant so much to him. But then again, he did a lot of things in life meant so much to him. One last story about him. I pretty much had stopped doing fantasy football when a few years ago. Really didn't like it too much. And so when he died, I took over his team. And he had drafted a pretty good team. But if you've done fantasy, you know that it's 90% of your success is the draft and whoever you're holding the rest of the year for bye weeks. And so I just hoped I didn't mess it up. I didn't screw it up. And I got there, and I won every game the rest of the season. I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks left to go in the regular season. And somehow we got in the number 1 or number 2 seed in the playoffs, and I got to the finals. And who am I playing in the finals? My mother, his wife. And she had a good team, and I went to bed, I think, during the Monday night game, and I thought she had won. I was like, well, it's not only is it appropriate that they face each other the one last time, but that she would get the upper hand because she likes that sort of thing. And when I woke up in the morning, at first it was tied, and then Yahoo made a correction. So I beat her by 1 point. And so it's the only fantasy football championship I ever won, and it wasn't my team, it was my dad's. And so it really made me very happy, and he'd have been so thrilled to not only have the championship be in that household, but it to be a 1 point game. Love you, Daddy. I miss you like crazy. Regular football returns Wednesday. Tony's with me tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And we'll talk to you then. I'm Ron Zuckett. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. It really means the world. Love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.